So half of online traffic is bots. Which is why we have these CAPTCHAs and reCAPTCHAs. And it's also why this was from 2019. But what I want you to see is up at the top. Disillusionment with aspects of digital media. Procter & Gamble, Unilever, and AT&T. I put a spotlight on unsavory aspects of some of the new ways marketers reach their target base. They're concerned about having the commercials show up alongside offensive content, particularly on social media, and less than satisfied with measurement of how commercials are reaching and being recalled by digital users. So is there a move back from digital to TV? So mobile marketing is where it's at. It's where most of the growth is in ad spending. 70% of their total screen time on mobile devices in the US, and you can see this shows different countries. In India, it's 91%, etc. The world in the palm of your hand with a phone. So that's what we're going to talk about. I think it's first important to recognize just the physical properties of the device. It's a device. It's a special device. Uh, what can we say about it? It's small. You could carry it with you. It's portable. So it's with you wherever you go during the day. It's a phone. You can make phone calls. It can accept text messages. It's a camera. It's a computer. It's not a big computer, but it's a computer. It's a video and music player, usually connected to a wireless carrier's network. It also is a GPS tracker because I can track the location of your phone at all times. It has a unique ID. Each phone has a unique ID. And it's the unique ID number that I track, by the way. I can't attribute it personally to you right off the bat, but I can pretty easily attribute it personally to you by doing a little bit of detective work. It's a news source, it's got a COVID tracer, a measurer, a calculator, a payment maker, it's a flashlight. Look at all the things that device is. Explosive growth rate puts the internet in people's hands, the world in the palm of your hands. People check their mobile device 150 to 200 times per day. Mobile spending is 2/3 of all digital ad spending, and it's growing like crazy. Almost all Facebook and Google revenue growth is mobile. This just shows what percent of the US has a smartphone, and you got about 73% at this point. People who don't, by the way, tend to be older, tend to be rural. Mobile ad spending by format in billions. Again, you see all the growth. Blue is display, the black is search, gray is other, and the red is SMS. So you can see display and search are growing about the same. So, just as with everything else, it becomes pretty simple when we look at this tool. How does the tool help me move my customers down the purchase funnel? Now I just spilled a whole glass of water on my table. Darn it. Sorry, folks. Okay. Luckily, I don't think I hit any electronic devices so well. Okay. It's exciting. All right. All right. So, how can the mobile phone as a tool, help me move people from prospects to MBCs? Here are some of the questions that you would ask if you were helicoptered and became head of mobile marketing at a certain client. But how is your target already, you meaning the customer, already using mobile to interact with your brand? What are they looking for? What are they doing with your competitors? How are your competitors using mobile marketing? What devices are they on? Um, their mindset, do they buy now or later? Um, where are they? What kind of content do they want? Etc. So you're just asking a bunch of questions here. Now let's quickly go through buying mobile, creative options, geo-targeting, special things about mobile, given all those physical properties. Um, let's take a look now. Okay, so let's talk about these things here. First, in terms of search, I mentioned this in class yesterday. Um, Apple made a quiet deal with Google to make Google the default search engine on their phones. Google invented and runs the Android operating system, so Google effectively, in terms of search, let's just say that Google effectively dominates mobile search. Number one. Now, formats. Once again, we have the IAB developing standard format sizes and by pixel. So the first number is the width, second number is the height. And here are some standard uh, mobile banner sizes. And here are some other um, in-app display ads. Mobile video formats. We talk about in-stream, which means it's the ad plays in the content. Also, it could be before the content or after the content. It's called pre-roll, mid-roll, and post-roll. Outstream means that the ad is seamlessly integrated within the editorial or non-video content. So it's in-stream is video ads in videos. Outstream is a video ad in non-video content. So given the fact that it's hard to get people to watch the whole video, there are some things that need to be taken account of as your agency develops good creative. So there are some of the tips. One of the most important tips, I think, for video creative, video ads, is that it needs to work with the sound off. So you better be telling a story visually, and you can use supers. You can superimpose text. Okay, I look at it. Creating a good video ad is like making a Chinese puzzle ball. That's one piece of ivory, by the way, that is carved so that there are balls inside of balls inside of balls. It's actually just staggering. But it's small and intricate and complicated, and all the parts need to move in the right ways. And that is true for a video ad on a mobile device. Geo-targeting is delivering content based on where the person is. And that is something that really is only done with a mobile phone. I mean, it can be done, I think you could say, with out-of-home advertising as well, but it's really a special property of mobile because it's always with you. It's possible to do this. Here's an example of an out-of-home being geo-targeted, and there are taxi cabs in New York City that have digital screens on the top, are wirelessly connected, which have GPS trackers in them. And so basically, when this particular cab is in Columbus Circle, American Express runs an ad about Columbus Circle. That's another example of geo-targeting. Okay. QR codes need to be mentioned here, I think. Something you need a phone for. Increasingly used as a response device and only possible with mobile phones. COVID, I think, made them grow. You remember going to your favorite restaurant and asking for a menu, and instead you've got a QR code to scan to get the menu. SMS marketing is much less cluttered. Only possible because it's a phone. Much less cluttered than the email inbox. Younger people like SMS, they don't read their emails. But SMS for a marketer, if you're going to use it to communicate, it's got to be permission based. You've got to be giving valuable information, but it can be a great CRM tool. Let's just see if we can go to this website. Maybe. Let's see. Okay. 2022 update. 9 out of 10 prefer to text with businesses. Open rates 98%, 20% for emails. COVID-19 had a big impact on it. SMS, this is really key. It's a customer service channel. Think about your bank texting you when your balance gets low. Or think about the airline texting you when it's time to check in for your flight. So, delivery tracking, order confirmation, appointment reminders, all preferable with SMS. Okay. Don't talk at me, talk to me. Go out the cross promotion, sales and offers. It's got a 14% conversion rate, which is much higher than email. 49 million people opt in to get text messages from businesses. Okay, you can read this. Cross-selling, getting you to buy other products. Okay. So, texting, major growth area. So we've looked at some of the special things you can do with phones in terms of marketing, given their special attributes they have. Strengths and weaknesses. It's always with you. It's space-time related. It'll tie in with brick and mortar. Weaknesses. Little screen size. It's perceived as an intrusion on personal time. It's easy to avoid advertising because scrolling is so easy. And as with all interactive, you've got bots and fraud, measurement issues. Another issue with phones is color reproduction. It's not as accurate as a magazine, per se. Nevertheless, it's the world in the palm of your hand. We did talk about this in class. You got to evaluate your teammates' contribution on Blackboard, contribution to the direct mail piece presentation, study for the midterm, which will be the next class, posted on BB. No need to come to class. And here's what we covered. And Okay, thanks.